change. Where's Planet Coaster 2? There it is. Hi. Yes, Planet Coaster 2 does have fire music. It's actually just it's the original Planet Coaster music as well. And just for the sake of odds, how the hell are you? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2, which seems to be going okay so far. Control just turned off, but I did have a funny angle, so that's my fault. Don't be decking out the controller. No, not lab. That's where I test things. Load park. For VOD's sake, indeed. Yeah, so this is technically the second, possibly even third attempt at part 21. There were some abandoned streams a couple of days ago, just things weren't working. We did get some stuff done, so we'll do a quick walkthrough of that. I also have some stuff I want to change with those, and then we'll get into the stuff that would have actually been the bulk of the last stream. This might not be a long stream, because we've already been going for 3 hours. One of the things we did was replace some of the Mothman. Also, Control has decided to just not play ball. Hooray! Yeah, we replaced some of the Mothman, so we have this sexy, relaxing Mothman. What other Mothman? No, Buggy Mothman stayed the same. I believe this Mothman is now just throwing it up, raising the roof. Speaking of roof, we have Flexin' Hulk Hogan Mothman. Magic Moth indeed. Where else is there Mothman? I think that's it for over here. Oh, we have Magic Summoning Mothman by the Dragon, as you do. And then I believe lastly we have Crying Mothman up on the roof. I'll get to that you just saw there. Yeah, just Crying Mothman. Don't know why. He's sad. And then we also have sort of Wonka Mothman at the entrance, welcoming you into the park. So I've had an idea about this. Actually, no, it's not going to work. I'm going to leave it. I was going to do like lights around the edges of it, but it would involve, I would need to bring in the lettering. I don't know if I can bother dealing with the lettering again. Like an old sort of vanity mirror, basically. Let's see. How bad are you? No, you're not too bad to grab, actually. Advanced. Like, if I bring you down to 450, that gives me enough room at the side. Maybe 440. Yes. Perfect. Okay, 440. Remember that. Well, actually, World Of's not too bad, but now it's too big, so we'll change it anyway. And 440, and then do the same with Adventure. It'll make sense in a moment. Maybe it already makes sense, but you'll see what I mean. Controller is Satan. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to keep the lights that we currently have, but what I also want is I think it's just going to be the round spotlights. Speaking of lights, it's there. Where are you? Yeah, this one. Just a bunch of these sort of dotting the edge. Maybe a little bit bigger. 125 to 150. Yes. So before we do rides, I'm gonna do the Loch Ness Monster, and also make him in the game. So I promise that, and then we're gonna start with some rides. The first thing I'm gonna do is gonna do the ride that's gonna make use of Links to the Past's stuff. I don't know if they're here. Probably not. But if they are, yeah, we're going to do their stuff. I'm going to do their stuff anyway, even if they're not here, because the idea has come to me, so. Right, so then we just... Not you, you. This might not look good, but they're also not going to be like remotely well placed. Indeed. It's Nessie's Rebound from the Kraken. Where does that one at the top stop? Oh, it goes all the way. Okay. So like sort of there. this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2. Just get like an old-timey sort of Hollywood sign is what I was sort of thinking with these. They're not really the right sort of bulb for it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these need to be way more spaced out. Well, if we do there, and then we can figure out the spacing after. Maybe it does need them along the horizontal as well, even though they're. I mean, like, none of these are doing anything. Oh, what I could do is I should get rid of that one as well. What I could do is copy these all smarter, not harder, as they say. And that appears to be all of them. Yep. Duplicate in advance. And then just do that, because then they'll be parallel. Do we need the horizontal? Oh, it's a love triangle. It's Mothman, Nessie, and Kraken. You know, we'll give it a go. We'll give this a go, because I like the visual of it. I've now decided. So, oh yeah, it needs to be 150. Nope, 140. Actually, you know what? Do the same. So say 2, 3, 4. So I think it is longer horizontal anyway. Oh, it's a big old love Y. Is love Y everybody's into everybody else? Or is that regular triangle? I forget my love shapes. Well, I guess Y would be 2 points into one, so it's like 2 competing for the 1. There we go. So how many is that? We'll find out now, because we're going to do some multi-select. Oh, except we don't need the outside edge ones. Yes. Ah, okay, yeah, so it is everybody and everybody else. Hold on. Unselect whatever you just selected there, friend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 2 on the outside is 13. Okay. Oh, I didn't do duplicate in advance. I did advance. Duplicate in advance. You're going to be a deck now, aren't you, though? Yes, you are. Okay, that's fine. We need to bring you out. Forward a bit more. There we go. That looks about lined up, so now we just need to bring you forward again. There we go. Huzzah! Oh yeah, okay, so it's everybody into one, not everybody into everybody. That would be, I suppose, more traditional triangle. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Keep the spotlights because they actually light up the letters, but yeah, nice. Anyway, okay. I think that's us caught up with what happened in the Not Happening stream. So now let's start by doing our Loch Ness Monster. Because I spent some time in my lab park, which is just where I figure out shit. It's also where I built the other Mothman. So I now know how to do this. Where is my uppy downies? So I need 5 of these, and they can just sit. Well, I need you to not be aligned to the surface. I just need you to be horizontally. I just need you to be hidden somewhere, actually. Well, if I just pop these over here on this little island, I don't think that's visible. If it is, I can cover it with a tree after. Yeah, they're not happening stream. They never stream. Or something that sounds like it's like from a children's fantasy novel. So we need 1, 2, 3. This will make sense in, I don't know, like 10 minutes. That's 4 and 5. So we need you to be defaulting to... what do I need you to be? I need you to stay at... down. No, I need you to be up. Yes, the redacted stream. You static up. You static up. You static up. And you static up. Okay, you need to... I need you all to be sort of height-wise parallel. Or at least, you know, pretty much. Yeah, close enough. I might do something like that, or I might put it in the description, because I tend to just keep the naming convention the same. I'll put it in the description. There we go. Okay, so that's part of our Loch Ness Monster. I'm going to make it daylight because it's going to be easier to do in the daylight. And again, it'll all make sense. Whoa, goodness. Bright. Okay. So, what was I using for the head? I was using you. And I need to change your colors. Give me sea green. Oh no. This'll make sense. Sea green for that. Are you sea green? You're sea green. Sea green. No. Hunter green for the top. Actually, hunter green for you as well. Sea green for the lower jaw. Yes. And then sea green for that bit. Okay. And that's it. Okay. So then we do your size. Make you a pretty big boy. Say like 210. Yes. We then attach you to the first of these platforms. I'm hoping that's the first one and not that second one. It's hard to tell because you're gigantic. Where was it? Come on. Give me the... There we go. Okay. Then we bring you over to here. Actually, I need you to be flat. Yep. Out to sea with you. And say there. Yep. Okay. Bring you down. Rotate you sort of that ways. World. Maybe full on. Maybe not quite that. Yeah, like so. Oh, the park's deranged. This will make sense in a couple minutes. Okay, so that's part 1. We then, I think I need to build, I have blueprints for these. Scenery, blueprints. What did I say? I think just if I do Ness. I have like a full one of these made, but it'll not, I'm just going to build from scratch. So I'm just going to build with these. And we attach you to the next bit. And then we do the same to you. Oh, absolutely. Where was Nessie? Nessie was over here. So I might need to scale this up a wee bit. Almost certainly. So then, yep. I'll scale you up first. So we did Nessie to... The head to was about 210. I think a solid 150. Nah, go up a wee bit. 160. I'll bring you down. Could maybe go bigger? Maybe. Well, I need you to be over a wee bit, forward a wee bit, rotate that way a wee bit. I think I'm happy enough with that size, which was 160 for future reference. Forward a wee bit. Yeah. Okay. I think you literally asked me to build Mothman, and I was like, sure. And then I think the stream ended up going for like a full hour longer than I was planning to. Actually, I don't know if I copy you. No, I'll not copy, I'll just build another one. And then, because I don't know if that would copy being stuck to the thing. Boom. Was that 160? I believe. Oh no, you're good, I guess. Was it 160? I'll find out in a moment. Yes, it was 160. Okay. So you need to come this way a wee bit. Rotate that way a wee bit. We got relative. That way a wee bit. Maybe a scotch. Well, you need to come down anyway. Yep. Out a wee bit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We need one more of those. And I had been doing something for the tail, but I did see something else that might be better for it. So I'm going to experiment with that first before I commit. You attach to that, and then out you come to sea or lake. Oh shit, where am I? So yeah, start with there, because that's easier to. It doesn't matter. Yep. Bring you down. Doesn't need to be exact. Siblings, not twins, and all that. I forget where I heard that. It does. It bobs up and down. And I think perfect there. I think someone talking about eyeliner, but it was like sisters, not twins, or something like that. And it stuck with me for things that aren't exact. So then, okay. So what I had been using for the last part was this dragon tail. And we have that as an option. What I saw, just as I was looking up other bits, though, if I go back to the animatronics, where were you? You. If we, let me see. I'll not attach you to the bit because I don't know if this is going to work. That's the one. I don't know where I picked that up from, but it has stuck with me anytime I'm making like multiple of something. Oh, actually that might work. Do you change color perchance? If you don't change color, then no. No, you don't, okay. Dragon tail it is. Tail. Which isn't in animatronics. I mean, it was close enough, I guess. It was kind of green. But we'll stick with this. Which pretty much the colors I need it to be. I'm going to make the tail a bit greener. There we go. Oh, no, I wasn't done. Shit. That was it. Yeah. And that's what anytime something is like a pair of somethings, that's sort of what I aim for. Actually, hold on. Would you look better with you being the lighter green? And then you being the darker green. Yes. Just breaks up the colour. And then attach you. And then bring you... Oh, no. Why are you... Actually, it doesn't matter because you're going to be like heavily rotated anyway. Once we get you out here. Also, I can't remember what scale I did this is. That's fair. Most things should make you think of... More things should make you think of King Crimson. Actually, that's kind of the right angle. Maybe a wee bit more. I'll need to be bigger. Let's do you to 160 as well. And then we'll see how that looks when we get you up beside the rest of the pieces, which are... Oh, hold on. World. That's what we need. Over we go. Well, I mean, even without the bobbing, I think this looks pretty spot on. Yeah, if you're not thinking of King Crimson, you should be asking yourself, why am I not thinking of King Crimson? By which point you're then thinking of King Crimson, which means you've fixed the problem. Perfect. Actually, you could probably be bigger. Let's do a 180. And then I rotate. Down to sort of there. And actually, there. So my prototype one used the same dragon head that is the fire-breathing dragon. Indeed, prog rock should always be in your thoughts. So yeah, originally I was using, just show you once I get out of this lake, not Mothman's feet. I was originally using this, but I was like, it's not really Loch Ness Monstery. So I switched to the eel. And I think between the water, the fog, and just making it all green, you don't really notice the pipe. So what we need to do now is set up a sequencer, because they don't just bob up and down as one, because that would be fine, but not what we're going for. Nope, I don't need the DLC, that I don't know. Sequence. You. This doesn't matter, it's just how it is. Wow, Automod knows the word thoughts. Didn't expect that. Indeed. Prog rock for the thoughts. So, Bob, add objects. So, I believe it is head. Hump 1, 2, 3, tail. Confirm. Oh, I need to change, before I do this, you need to be, I think it's slow down to up for all of you. There are slower ones, but they don't go... I mean, I let wank through, and you telling it to fuck off. It might be sexist. Honestly, I might just turn it off next time I'm setting up before stream. Because anything really bad, I'll just, you know, delete and ban the person itself. Yeah, Automod's very suspect. Okay, so that's that bit. Might just get rid of him. Okay, so then you become, I think I have these on 1.5, then 3, then 4.5, and then 6. Okay, then continuous, and then we go find a good vantage point, and let's see if this has worked. The mist's a bit much, admittedly, but... Oh, goodness me. Yeah, no, Automod's thought-phobic. Also, I need to get up and tell my TV to not turn itself off. I will be just a second. So enjoy kind of seeing Loch Ness Monster. Okay. Hooray! If anything, the mist kind of adds to it. Yeah, thought-phobic indeed. But that's the Loch Ness Monster. What do you look like at night? Also, what do you look like from somewhere that people can actually see you? You're not really visible, admittedly. Okay, let's just check. What I could maybe do is like stick a light under it. It's actually more visible at night. Kinda. But I like that. Like, that's a cryptid sighting, isn't it? Head. Bump. 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 Tail. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Get rid of the word sequence. Go to you. Go to lights. Go to... How bright are you, my friend? Not bright enough. I mean, where else would you have a Loch Ness Monster? And yeah, Automod's very judgy. Very Judge Frollo. In his way of thinking. Is that doing anything? Not really. What if we put one over here? I might be overestimating the power of these lights. Yeah, I mean, the more we're characterizing him, the more he needs to go. Let's see. I mean, I could just stick it in the water. I might just do that. And then down. Oh, there we go. So if we have one there, and then I think we might actually get away with one. If we do that, and one sort of just, again, no real internal logic to it. He does. Hellfire is a fucking banger. Right, how does that look? Yeah, because now you can sort of really see that there's something there. Alright, the real test, of course, involves human possession. Which should be easy enough in this little town square. So, like, if you're here... Do you see him? Not really. What about from the Rainbow Bridge? I mean, the whole soundtrack's phenomenal, but yeah, Hellfire is a certified bop. Okay, you don't really see it. We'll know it's there. The Latin chanting really does just set the whole mood. Yeah, that's for us. He is like properly behind the restaurant. Because I don't know if... I mean... We could have a path that just goes round Valhalla for absolutely no reason other than to see the Loch Ness Monster. And I'm happy with that. Come on. I believe in you. Figure it out. Okay, I know. My beloved stamp builder. Except you don't build off of existing paths because you're a tit. Okay, what if we draw a tulip? Because also it gives you a better look at the ships. So that did too much. I kind of hoped you would just draw individual lines. Okay, what if we do this? Nope, not from there. Oh, you are... Okay, no, you're... Okay. I don't know why this one didn't work. Is there a way I can... It is being a plonker. Okay, is that... No, that's descending. But that's too high. Oh wait, let's try height snap. I'll figure this out. I'm now into the idea of just a path going round the restaurant. Okay, let's see. One of these is going to be the way to do it. So the drawing was too bad because it just encompassed the entire thing. What are you intersecting? Okay, but what? Like, don't. Like, just stay at this height. That's all I need from you. Yeah, turnstile, automatic suspended, ground, maybe? No. Oh. I don't know why it's doing this. I just need you to be level with this one, which again I did with the stamp builder, but I can't successfully build off of you. I need to turn these off. Bring height off. You probably don't need to be that big either. Okay, like if I build you, are you going to... I don't know what you mean by that, is the thing. Like, I don't know what intersecting terrain means. Can we figure this out? It's probably because this bit of terrain's very high. Hold on. Give me... No, not you. Terrain. Flatten to foundation. Give me that as my base. What if we just build this out as to have a path going around it? It's an idea. Will it work? We shall see. Also, kind of gives it the impression that it's like floating. I kind of dig that. Give it a wee bit more. On the sides. Okay. Let's try classic paths now. Mean. What do you mean That works. I mean, it sort of horribly tunnels through it. Don't do that. Like, no, don't descend into the lake footpath. It's a terrible idea. Also, you should probably have barriers. I'm now just realizing. Yeah, you should have railings. Can I just... if I do customize brush... Yes. I mean, it's not the pattern I want it anymore. Hold on, I'll figure this out. You. I kind of like you. You're not building railings. Why aren't you building railings? Why are you only building a railing on the side that isn't into the sea? And now you're not building railings at all. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't like the way it's interacting with the ground. But we have railings turned on. We're on the wood path. Unfortunately, it seems to only work when it's tunneling into the ground. Oh, didn't do that. Okay, well, let's get rid of like 90% of this. Because if that's the case, what I could maybe do is just have it go around this instead of being built on top of it. Oh wait, did I get rid of the... No, I didn't get rid of the light. Yeah, take us back to its sort of original sizing. Remember I said this was probably only going to go for an hour? That's probably not going to happen. That's probably going to go for like a full normal, at least 2. Okay, that's as far as it's letting me go. Right. Suspended. So if we start you a bit before, like here, I think that looks a lot better. Obviously we'll need to light it. There. Actually, that kind of looks cool. Oh, probably at this point. So I need to get rid of a couple of these little lights. As they no longer make sense. No, I may also just use those for the perimeter. Because also it gives you a better look at Magic Mothman and Dragon. Now that I think about it. Yeah. So, yeah, give me... Yeah, just give me... actually, you also don't really make sense anymore. And you do. Does that annoy me? It kind of does. I should get rid of... give me the terrain. Push. There we go, that fixes that. There we go. Problem solved. Let me just take this in a wee bit anyway. Gives that a bit more. Actually, there's a chisel one that's quite good. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Okay. And it's not even the one that's doing magic. Also, you could never really have seen this dragon before, and I kind of forgot he was here. So the path lets you see that dragon. We'll take a walk around it after I light it. But I think it is just going to be these boys. And if we... Doop. Can you be aligned, please? Yes, you can. Sort of one... We sort of go one between each bar. That makes sense, doesn't it? To me, anyway. Maybe just on the outside as well. Mainly to save time. Dragon, Stripper Mothman. At least 2 Krakens. Some big ass spiders. The Mothmobile. You know. The usual. Also, I'm not sure how I would make it, but I do like the idea of using the Kraken tentacles, but having them coming out of some sort of swirling vortex. But I don't know how I would make that work. I don't know what I would use to make a swirling vortex in this game. And yeah, various other Mothmen. Well, technically it's all the one Mothman in different poses, because you never see more than one at once. There will probably be at least one roller coaster that at least the cars have Mothman's head just on the cars. I can also attach a full Mothman to a roller coaster car, but then have him like way above it, so he would be like flying the path of the roller coaster. I might do that. Possibly. But first, as I said, I'm going to do my idea that I had to use some of Link's to the Past's cartoon character stuff. We're going to make basically a Nickelodeon kart racer, but in a theme park. Like Nicktoons Racing, but as a theme park ride. I think is my idea. If I can make it work, like it'll not make sense that the characters are technically sitting in the carts, but then guests will also be, but I don't care. This isn't a park that's meant to be functional. This is a park that's meant to be me, which isn't functional. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think just the outside. I don't think we need them on the inside. Also, these are all technically part of the restaurant, but nothing, like I have barely been adhering to like the mechanics of this game as far as like making things part of buildings and stuff. So, it's fine. When this is done, I'm going to put it up onto the front workshop, so if people want to make it work, like actually turn on like the funding and all that shit, you know, they can do that. Because I think that the Mothmen have been pretty well downloaded, which is nice. Happy to see that people like Mothman. I think actually the one in the sexy pose had been downloaded a few more times than any of the others. You know, like if I was actually running this part properly, I would be concerned about that notification about a slide sending someone into a hard surface, but I'm not. No, that one's wrong. Why are you gigantic? Oh no, not move. Duplicate, please. Oh, these might be. Oh yeah, because they're smaller. For some reason, defaulted there. I'm wondering why that one suddenly became gigantic. Yes, he is Sex Man. People suggested Sex Moth to make it clear that he's still Mothman, but no, he was like, "Nah, I'm Sex Man." And I was like, "Okay, well, you're the Sex Man, I guess." Who are we to argue? Like, trademarked it and everything. He's just Sex Man. mouse back. Like it adds, like, even without the whole, you know, vantage point to a Loch Ness monster, it does add something to the whole affair, I think. I don't know why it's an affair, but okay, camera, first person. No, you're a lifeguard. I don't think I can take you. You. So yeah, you come up with Valhalla. Just a few extra lights. Gives you a better look at this dragon. You can see the boats a bit better. And yeah, you come along here, and somewhere through the mist, I forget where he is, though the spotlights sort of give you a good indicator. Like, yeah, it's the Loch Ness fucking monster. That one's definitely not Twitch appropriate. But look at this. It's the whole ass Loch Ness monster. Awesome. And then, yeah, you come along here, you get a better look at Sleeping Dragon with its treasure, and Fire Raven Dragon, and just some of the light up bits and pieces. Alright, so we'll complete this lap, and then we'll do a daytime. And yeah, auto mode had no... See, because you said sex man. If you'd said sex woman, misogynistic auto mode would have kicked in, potentially. And midday, just to see what it's like. But again, the park is not meant to be viewed at daytime. It's not a daytime park. It's one of those midnight theme parks. Oh no, my god, it let it through. Auto mode is a unknowable weird creature. I mean, you can see it under the water, but I think that kind of works still. Not super. It is kind of meant to be viewed from a distance, admittedly, because you can now just see the inner workings of it, but it's fine. And yeah, you don't really see the sort of piston mechanism off in the distance either, so that's fine. I don't need to cover that up. I'll figure something out for an evil auto mod rod, right? So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. I didn't realise this path was blue, but I don't mind it. So yeah, let's get out of this person. Let's make it the correct time of day for this park, which is to say midnight. So yeah, unexpected little detour. Like, it looks way better at night. At night you don't see that it's just free floating bits of pieces. So that works. Okay, so let's at least make the kart racer. At some point, I'll maybe start with that and then figure out the path and shit to the ride area. Was there anything else before I move on? Before I say farewell to this bit for the foreseeable future, was there anything else I needed to do here? I don't think there was. Put our Mothman down. Got Mothman up there. I think we're good. I did want to have a Mothman somewhere that, like, moved in between trees. Like maybe in here. Or here. Actually, that'd be kind of, because he could go there and then just dart back. Yes, let's do that before I forget. Blueprints, moth. I'll probably just be the one that's like throwing his hands in the air. So like if you actually no, put the mechanism down first. Custom animatronic. And it's you. So once again, I can just sort of hide this literally anywhere. Like, you can literally be up here for all I care. The point is, and then, nope, we don't need another one. For now, I just need you to be static. Is that left? Nope. Static right. Or... yeah, so that'll be when he's visible. Super. So then, Bop, Moth, and you. Oh, we get attached to the doofer first. Where's the doofer? Ah. so. Okay, so now let's do. Let's see, fast with a pause. Doesn't really work because he's not hidden. Admittedly. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Because Mothman's bad at hiding. Hooray! I'm apparently this park's profitable. We're spending fuck knows how much on this. I mean, what I could do is just bullshit down a bunch more trees. Which I will do. So that he actually does disappear behind them. Just a wee bit more shrubbery. Is that a guest just randomly walking in this bit of the park that is not even paved? There we go. That's done it. Yeah, parking debt, just moth it. Just moth it. Love it. Once again, just for scale. Horrifying. Like, Christ. But I love it. Right. Okay. Actually, you are not even to scale with the other Mothman, I think. No, you're significantly larger. That's interesting. I thought you looked like way too gigantic. Hold on. I need to check this now. That's gonna be a problem. No, we'll find a Mothman that isn't surrounded with bullshit. You're probably easy to select. Oh, except that you're part of this building, but that's okay. We'll not hold that against you. Have you selected your torso? I've also definitely selected some other shit, but that's okay. None of these are easily. Actually, you know where it's a Mothman that would be very easy to select without picking up other shit? Is Magic Mothman. Because there's literally nothing beside him. Oh, I need to turn on nature for your bits. His bits are nature. Okay. So you're 100%, so apparently you are. Huh. But then... that Mothman was definitely larger. The appearing from the trees Mothman. Maybe he isn't. Maybe it's just that the rest of them are far away. That might be it. It might be that he's the only one that's on ground. Actually, no. Like this one. Actually, no, they are. They're all the same size. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I think it's just that he's at ground level, hadn't properly looked at it before. Okay, that's fine. He can stay. Okay. Yeah. So. custom, please. I need go-karts. Okay, actually, first of all, demolish. Turn that off. We just need trees. Everything past that dense forest just needs to go. Just get this as scaled as possible. Just so I know exactly what I'm working with. I may flatten the land down as well if I need more space. We'll see. Because again, I haven't necessarily built this park to the actual scale of the people. Like, this place is fucking gigantic. There we go. Though I do need a wee bit more forest here to hide the staff area. This is the staff area. I don't even know if they get breaks, frankly. Give me the scenery brush. What kind of trees are you? Probably not Mediterranean. You're probably these ones. Do you wanna make the trees? No? Oh, there we go. Just to hide the staff area. Oh, it's the intensity. I turned the intensity way down. Yeah, that's why. That's my fault. There we go. Staff area hidden. I know. It's their own fault. They came here with money. Don't know what they want me to do. Okay, so. No, so probably the entry is going to be on the. Oh, actually, that's a good point. What have we got? We can do both. Entry. You know, I'll figure it out after. Yeah, it's the cult. It's not my fault. Yeah, okay. No, right. Yes, I can make that work. Because the track will just go the other way. Okay, so what we've got? Standard track, narrow start. That feels like a disaster waiting to happen. Chicane start. And then chicanes. Okay. Fuck it. Narrow start. And then you widen out. You chicane. Chicane, chicane. And the chicane. Exactly. There's no cult except for the cult. We don't talk about the cult. Like, I don't know what makes an actual good go-kart track, so I'm just gonna do some bullshit. As opposed to everything else in this park. That's probably too intersecting. Oh, no, that's perfect. No, you don't need to go... Oh, actually, no, you do need to go underground. I probably need to tunnel this. Come to think of it. Kind of figured you would auto-tunnel. But again, what do I know? Or maybe do. Ah, that's a problem. Alright. Let's see. Now I can actually see where this is going. Other way. flat? Oh, no, you are. I think. And then I'll show you what I'm trying to do with the... I mean, that's kind of like an F1 track. They have underground sections. I think. Are you gonna... Oh, you're too... What's the issue here? Oh wait, there's not complete. Doesn't work. Did you autocomplete? No. Wow, I have apparently baffled the autocomplete. Okay, wait. At some point we went wrong. And I think it was when we came back up. Because I didn't get you back to base height. Which is apparently this. Which I don't believe. But apparently that is... Do we chicane? Alright, can you autocomplete from here? You really cannot. Look, you're almost there. Nope. Jesus Christ. Ah, no, we don't need that. I don't even know where we are. There we go. That doesn't seem right at all. Alright, hold on. We'll figure this out. That is like the soundtrack to this utter madness. You're saying you're at 0. Okay, what if I build from... Can I build backwards? I can. You don't need to do verticals. I mean, never mind saving a life if I knew how to build a cart track, apparently. Right, can you... Ah, perfect. You say... Is that... Nope. Okay. Yeah, one of those. Okay, hold on. What with that? Nope, really does not like whatever I've done. Like, come on, you're almost there. Oh, keep that bit. Delete this. You always had it there. You were close. Yeah, again, none of this sounds great without the context. And even with the context, it's not spectacular. Huh. Maybe the underground section's not worth it. Which Prince the... Oh yeah, the Almost There song. Yeah. I was literally about to ask which song, and then you were literally saying Almost There. Well, I could have guessed it from that part. Okay, let's get rid of the underground section. The underground section is fucking us over. Keep it above ground. Unless we just need to dig a little deeper. That kind of looks like an F1 track. Right? Nope, stay on the ground, stay on the ground. Hooray! You find the end. A circuit has been built. No, you don't need to smooth any of that. That's all fine. Okay, so here's my plan. Each of these, I forget how many of these characters I have. So then we'll do this first. Entrance there. Exit here. Right. Scenery. Scenery. Blueprints. Who have we got? So I went for all Nickelodeon. As I said, this is going to be Nicktoons Racing. So if I just search for AA, because they all seem to be labeled AA. And I believe this one's just a whole bunch of characters. Yes, it is. Okay, super. Oh, what the hell? That was weird. Okay, so if I just... Let's make it daylight. I feel like we at least want SpongeBob. And again, shout out to Links to the Past. Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of these. Because it's all like just the in-game shapes and stuff. So yeah, I just need SpongeBob. Have I selected still a SpongeBob? I don't know. Oh. Let's see. I don't know if there's a way... This might be just a display thing. Unless there's something I'm missing. Ah, scenery group, that's what I need. I don't know what I've taken there. That's the words. Okay. Okay, I might need to get a different thing. This might just be... Okay, get rid of that one for now. Oh, I just got rid of SpongeBob. Oh wait, does that mean SpongeBob is separate? Yes! SpongeBob is separate. Okay, hallelujah. I figured it out. Wait, can I, in that regard, remove you from the scenery group? Or are you... No, you are just the senior group. Okay. You're like your own... Yes, you're your own man. Fantastic. So here's what I'm thinking. I should be able to... There should be an attach to option here somewhere. If I go over... Maybe because you're still... wait. Ungroup scenery. I think I now have the individual bits of them. Make sure we get them all. I think 67 was how much of them there was. Okay, so now... Because I did it with Mothman in the lab. There was like an option to just add these two... Alright, well hold on. Let's try one of them offs. Just to make sure I'm not mental. Yeah, like that. That's what I need. Apparently there's 6-7 pieces to SpongeBob. So is it because, like, well, if I place that Mothman, and now I select all of that Mothman, no, you work. Huh. So why don't you? Is it something to do with what you're made of? Because that's kind of undone my entire plan for this. Basically, my plan was we were going to shrink them down. Oh, well, not as far as would actually destroy their anatomy. I forgot that happens. 40 seems to be before he starts going crazy. And like so, he would just sit in the cart. That wouldn't make sense from a ride perspective, but again, I don't really care about a ride perspective. So he'd be there, but it's not giving me the option to add him. So like now he's just like, if I open this or test it, he doesn't go with it. See? So whereas Mothman, if I do the same thing, so it might be maybe whatever parts. Oh no, you've lost the option. Why have you lost the option? You had it. Like, we were able to add you like a second ago. I'm bamboozled. Huh. Okay, hold on. I think somewhere in here there is attached scenery to the cars. Well, no, we want 20, obviously. But also 10 laps, obviously. No, there isn't. Fascinating. But yeah, why can't I add you? Oh yeah, what's this? No, let's create a new group. Wait, really? Create a new group. Okay, have an idea. If we take this SpongeBirt and save him as a separate new blueprint, SpongeBob. I'm determined to make this work. Just scenery. Oh, yeah. Just layer S, it's fine. This isn't going anywhere because I can't do anything with it, it's not mine. Okay, so Sponge. Can you? No. Why can SpongeBirt not be added to the ride? And is it just SpongeBirt? Right, well, let's, put you back. Like, if we were to take, say, Ren. Is this all? Are you just Ren? Is this just Ren? Yes, this is just Ren. Can you be added? No. Okay. I think that was like the racetrack announcer. So I mean, I could still do a Nicktoons racer. It's just it'll not be my idea of the Nicktoons in the cart. But I kind of have my heart set on that. I think there might be something I'm missing here as to how this works. Is there any other ones? Like, yeah, if I bring you, now it's gone for you as well. Which is interesting, because before it was giving me that option. Right, it's closed. I will figure this out. Alright, well what if we take just a bit of non-custom scenery? Like this crab balloon. Can you be attached? No. What's happened here? Because now nothing's being attachable. Wait. I have to group. Aha! Right. At some point I might have turned that off. Okay, so hold on. Blueprints. Give me the Nicktoons back. I don't know if these were all technically Nicktoons. I don't quite know what makes a Nicktoon. Or what happens there. Right, Spongebird. Let's see. I guess so. I think it was maybe like a programming block. Nah, so you still don't. But if we go back to scenery, blueprints, and just look for sponge again, and get that individual blueprint SpongeBob. This boy. Can you? You can. Fantastic. Okay. We're back on. So I think 40 was as small as you could go before you started fucking up. I do kind of wish it would, obviously, like, I guess different parts have different scaling, but I kind of wish once they became yeah, so eventually, yeah, okay. Actually, it's a bit before that. I think he starts to go. Yeah, he sort of loses shape about there. Okay, that's fine. They can be gigantic. It really doesn't matter. Oh, I mean, what I could also do is take, and this is going to sound horrible, but I could take his legs off. Okay, hold on. Let's do that first. So it'll fit in the cart there. How much of you have I taken? That's the whole thing. Okay, hold on. Edit scenery group. What have I not grabbed? There we go. Oh, missed a bit. Okay. So now, do I need to blueprint this and do the whole business again? I do. Okay, that's fine. Also, I think, is a bit of your face missing? Hold on. I might have took off a bit of your face. I did, I took off a bit of his face. Okay. Right. Let's be careful this time. Unless you're like, that was somehow attached to like one of these bits down here. I hope not. Just because it's going to be easier to get him into the go-kart if he doesn't have legs. No, okay, those are separate bits. I think. Alright, well, let's see what we've got. Ah, sock. Okay, and we didn't take off part of his mouth this time, so that's good. So we blueprint that. New creation. Sponge cart, because this is the one that goes into the cart. And we're probably going to have to do this to a bunch of characters. Okay, so then we can just get rid of this one. Because we need to just plant a new one. Scenery. Nope, blueprints. There he is. So, attach to go-kart. Oh, go-kart 10 is just the name of the... if you want to race, unfortunately. So, we spin you round. We scale you down. I wonder if having less of him means he'll scale a bit better. Not really, so sync 50. Again, it'll not make sense that people are also going to be in these, but I don't care about people. I don't care how horrible that makes me sound. Yeah, like, that's it. Sweet. So now we just need to do that like 19 more times, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 12. Okay, 11 more times. But that's the play. We bring them out, take the legs off, save it as a blueprint, stick them on a cart. So, who else do we want? I'm not a massive Rocco's guy. Arnold, welcome aboard. So once again, edit scenery group. Oh no, we need to multiple. Yep, confirm. Delete. Indeed he is. I will also have to remember on the thumbnail or in the YouTube VOD for this one, put a wee credit for links to the past for these, because these are all their work. So save as blueprint, new creation, Arnold Cart, and I'll check. I don't know if this has all the Nickelodeon characters, because I downloaded a few that were like individual shows, so I'll check those as well, because I think there is a Wild Thornberrys one, and I wouldn't mind having Nigel. Boom. Right, so then we Arnold to get the new blueprint. Might fiddle about with his arms, see if we can get them to... Did I say Nigel? No, Thornberry. Nigel Thornberry. No, Nigel Farage is banned from this theme park. 50 seems to be the good size anyway. It's also before the actual scaling of like the pieces goes to hell as well. Yeah, just give me the... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just leave him with his... He did, unfortunately. He really did, which is sad to hear. Alright, let me check. Get rid of that. Well, actually, give me the double A again. Blueprints, please. Maybe I didn't download it. No, I did. Because I didn't see them in the big pack. Did I? No. Perfect. So we'll take... That's actually a fantastic Nigel Thornberry. I mean, it would have been fantastic. So we move you out. Once again, sorry, Nigel. This is very not smashing, but I've got to take your legs. Do we need to take the shorts? I'll take the shorts. Yeah, that's probably going to be right on. Yeah, him. Smashing. Tim Curry. So then Bop, we blueprint that. This becomes Nigel Cart. The good Nigel. Korea. Bop and bop. And I'll delete all these after I'm done with them. Nigel. Because these are just for reference and stuff. Bop. And we go over here. We rotate you around. Well, first of all, we bring you down to 50. I would hope so. That's the main feeling I want these streams to leave people with, is just confusion. Despair if possible, but definitely confusion. Might need to move your right arm there, Nige. Yes. Yes, we will. Are you significantly larger? You are. Alright, let's see if a 40 messes you up too badly. It doesn't. Will you actually scale? Let's keep you at 40. We'll still need to move your arm up a little bit, but that's okay. We can live with that. Boom. And then bring it down. Unless, you know, we just want him scraping his hand off the... Yeah. How Adrian felt at the end of that is how I want everyone watching to feel. Back is sticking through, but it is with everybody that isn't SpongeBob, because they're not flat. So yeah, there we go. Can I might not be able to edit you now. Alright, hold on. Disappear for me for a second. Before we save, we'll senior group. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Let's see. Give me that arm. Advanced move. Rotate. I think I need the blue. To there. And then give me this, these individual pieces. They sure are. Again, I like a lot of work into these. It's just because I was saving it as NK, so that came into my head, because that's how you shorten North Korea. That's all that was. So once again, we need the blue. Up. Oh, I see. That's a problem. Ah, problem solved. That shouldn't be. Well, no, because it's higher than his torso, so he shouldn't. Now. Wait, is that? No, that's not the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Okay, so see if that is a blueprint. That's Nigel Cart. 64. Because that's like what your second card is. See, it's blueprint. Okay, so we now blueprints. Nigel card 64. Attached to go card. So you can drop down to, say, 45 at least. Spin you round. It does look like he's driving like where his indicators are broken, so he's using his arm to signal which way he's going, which probably not ideal for a kart race, but you know, he's a jungle explorer, he's not a race car driver. Or no, he's like a, whatchamacallit, a Steve Irwin type guy. That's his whole deal. Yeah, there we go, his hand's not scraping off the ground now. Again, we don't need to ask questions about how the guests are doing this. It's fine. But I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. Okay, so who is next? Actually, you know what? I'll just let me get rid of these monstrosities first. Because then also I know I've already used those characters. I mean, we could do 2 per show. So, like, if we have SpongeBob, Patrick, Arnold. Is there any supporting Arnold characters here? No. So that immediately goes to the wayside. Unless I have one that is Arnold. Which I might do. I don't think I did. I got Invader Zim and Fairly Odd Parents. Okay. There we go. That works. So I could, I guess, get rid of Arnold for someone else that has a co-character. So Zim we don't need because we've got the Zim there. There's no Fairly Odd Parents on this, so let's get Fairly Odd Parents. Also, they look delightful. And also, Cosmo and Wanda make sense for a pair. Okay. This is annoying now because I don't know how to edit you to get rid of Arnold. It doesn't matter. That was a nice idea. Let's not do that. Unless... Okay. Oh, no, wait. You're on Arnold. I forget your name. Which is going to be annoying when I'm trying to save you. But I do remember you being a Hey Arnold character because you're definitely not from SpongeBob. And also you're in the Hey Arnold spot. What was your name? What was 33? Oh, it's on a shirt, of course. Ah, no, that's annoying me. It'll come to me. It won't. I might remember it for, like, future. So once again, we might... Yes, we'll need to move your arms. So, edit scenery group. We'll get rid of the legs first. Those pesky, pesky legs. Basically, if the arms come below the torso, we know it's not going to work. Gerald. Yes. Yes. Boom. And then give me an arm here, boy. No, not the shirt. Wait. Why am I... I'm not... I don't need the text. I need his arms. There we go. So we give you a rotate. Like, if I was really going for it, I would make them, like, go into steering wheel position, but I'm not. We're not doing that. So you can just be waving. But yeah, like, as soon as you said Gerald, I was like, yeah, it's Gerald, isn't it? So, hooray. Oh no, I know I did wrong there. I should have grabbed the hand at the same time. I feel like I've grabbed too much there. I think I have his torso. Somewhere? Yeah, start again. Do I have the arm? I don't know. Okay. I think now I might need to get under you here, boy. Again. Oh, no, come back. I'll see what I've got here. I think I have part of his body. Which makes me horrified to think what's going to happen here. Yeah, okay. So we don't need that. We don't need torso. There we go. That should be it. So advanced move. Rotate. Nope. Why is the number? Why is the number? So just for my own... Oh no, leave the number alone. We don't need... Don't worry about the number. The number's fine. We need this. And that. Nope, you've taken too much. Nope. We need this. And that. I feel like we've got the number again. Alright, just deal with it. We can move the number after. Probably come out a wee bit. that's one. Confirm. And yeah, we'll just have to fix the number afterwards. Sure. Now we'll tilt that one up a wee bit more as well. Yeah, there we go. He's enjoying himself. He's loving the ride. Right, you, number 33. Let's fix you. Where are we? And rotate. We need this one. Ah, see. Actually, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is blueprint. Nope, not scale. This one. Blueprint, and this is Gerald's cart, as we now know. And that is GK. And scenery. Right. Right, and then Gerald can disappear. Scenery, Gerald. And get over here, and 50. Oh no, I need you to just be this, because I need you to attach to, and it'll be this car, because that's the one opposite Arnold. Like, these are probably going to bump into each other with the arms out and stuff, but you know what, it's fine. So, Gerald, get into your cart. That way for me a wee bit. And probably actually sink in a wee bit more. Like that. Yeah. Maybe back up a wee bit. Your numbers are sort of eating into the steering wheel. There we go. Gerald. So we need a SpongeBob character, a Wild Thornberrys. We'll do Cosmo and Wanda, Ren and Stimpy, I guess, and I'm not going to attach Cat Dog to like two separate carts. That's just going to end up. Also, I don't think it's physically possible too. But yeah, I like how this is going. So hell yeah. So give me. Right, do I want Donnie or Liza? I'm going to go for Donnie. Actually, no, because we don't really have a lot of women at the moment. I think those are all dudes. That's a dude. So we'll go for Eliza. So get away from your background. Edit scenery group. Once again, unfortunately, the legs just have to go. I don't know if we've got anything else there. We'll find out now. Nope, super. Your arms, unfortunately, are just ever so slightly. So, what I think I can get away with. Also, this arm needs to move a wee bit anyway. No, not the color. Am I getting these fingers? I think I am. I don't know, honestly. Let's see what we got. Oh, perfect. actually got exactly what I needed. Well, the book's now slightly out of the way. So that sorts that. We could actually probably bring it off the torso a wee bit. Alright, let's see how... If I go there... Bring you up just a scotch. Like, that might not be too bad. I don't know if they'll necessarily be scraping the ground. So I'm going to leave that as is. And make the blueprint. And we'll see. If I need to fix it, I need to fix it. So that is Eliza cart. I'm actually astonished at the amount of these. Oh, hell yeah. I'm trying to think what the longest stream I ever did was. I think it was when I started my first part of my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I think it was about 6. I think that's the longest. And that was all just like for one game. Yeah. There might be longer ones, I can't remember. I need to check the VODs, see if I can sort them by length or something. Oh, and also, you mean crust. Of course. We now need blueprints, we don't need Gerald, we need Eliza. And let's see if I'm right. Hi Show Guy, hello, and thank you for the follow. Did the bear pop up there, or did it not? I got the notification this time, because I had another one I had. I'm not sure. So you go opposite Nigel. You attach to you. So I'm going to assume you scale similar to Nigel, to where you can go to 40 scale. Let's see. Or was it 45? 45 seems... I'll do 50. You're not as... Nigel had a lot going on, I think, is why he needed to go down a bit further. Lovely. Bring it down, bring it down. Hands might just be scraping the floor here. No, we're fine. I think we can actually bring it down a wee bit further too. So that's good for me. Like, they sort of disappear inside the cart anyway. That'll do. Oh yeah, I'll have to show you the Mothman. I'll do that quickly before I start my next. Yeah, so this theme park has a lot going on, but one of the main things is that there's a Mothman. Like, it's Mothman's park. It's Mothman's World of Adventure. So this is the Mothman that greets you. He's sort of Willy Wonka Mothman. Then when you come through here, there is a Mothman crying for some reason. Not sure why, but he's crying. Then I believe the next Mothman, there isn't one in the market square, but there is a Mothman summoning magic over here. There is, I think, a Mothman hidden in the forest somewhere around here, but I don't even know if we can see him anymore. He's like in amongst the trees somewhere. I don't know. He's in there somewhere, I think. Oh, there he is. Mothman in the tree. Then there is Mothman over by the arcade. By I mean on top of. There is a Mothman here. A Mothman up here. Most importantly, of course, there is a Mothman down here, hiding in the bushes beside the Mothmobile. And I just remembered I forgot one, because he only occasionally appears. Mothman that jumps out of the trees. I actually really like how that looks now. Yeah, like he literally clips through a trunk, but it's fine. Yeah, so that's the Mothman. There's just Mothmans on the park. There's a little chaotic energy here. Alright, so back to the carts though. We need... Alright, we'll get whoever's going with Spongebert. Did I see a Sandy Cheeks here? I did. Lovely, because that'll help with the balance. Let's just get rid of this Eliza. And we can also now get rid of this entire display. Oh, no. I'll keep that Nickelodeon... Well, no, I'll just get a Nickelodeon sign closer to the time. And yeah, Links to the Past is who made all of these wonderful things. And hopefully they don't mind. I maybe should have checked first if they minded me, you know, taking them apart. Sandy, we might not even need to defoot. No, we'll defoot. It's part of the deal now. Oh, I got an achievement. Golden oldies. Huh. I have no idea what rides that is. I'm assuming it's the slides, which is wild to think about, considering some of them. And then we just need these dots. I think we got dot. Confirm. Delete. Lovely. So then blueprint, new creation, Sandy cart. And SK. Yeah, I mean, classics in the way that people die on them. That's classic. Classic death trap, I suppose. Right, so then you can go... I know it's untested because it's not finished game. Sandy. Oh, Sandy. Nope, because I'm not in blueprints. There we are. Sandy. Welcome aboard. Bring you down. 50. So I feel like you're holding a different thing than you were over there. Weird. Whoop. And drop. Oh, it's like you were built to sit in a go-kart. Just majestic. You wonderful southern squirrel. Wonderful stuff. Right, so yeah, so we're going to do Cosmo, Wanda. I guess Tommy, Angelica, and 2 of the real monsters. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So these ones, again, we might not actually need to deleg. We will just need to scale up. These might actually be the first ones that we need to make bigger. So that's fun. I'll get rid of the legs anyway. Just because they sit neater if they're flat. Boom. So that is Wanda cart. Nope. WK, just because it demands there be something in that space. Let's see, blueprint. So then we Wanda. And you go over here. So I mean, technically we should have one that's 2 girls, because Arnold and Gerald. Oh, actually, you're right on scale. Why did you look tiny over there? Oh, no, you are, because they're all down to 50. That's why. I think you do actually need to come down a wee bit, though, but not to 50. Like a 80. 75. Yes, 75. Let's see. That's fantastic. Can't wait to test this and see these all going around. I think that's going to be delightful. So now we just need Cosmo. So Wanda, thank you for your service. Edit scenery group. Give me thine legs. You don't need them where you're going. Bop. Blueprint. New creation. Cosmo cart. And CK. Bop. Scenery. Bop. Bop. Nope. Nope. Cosmo. Like, I could, I guess, if I really wanted to keep my balance, the boy-girl balance, go and see if he has a specific Hey Arnold grouping like these, and get, I want to say Helga is the sort of main girl in Hey Arnold. But we'll see. I think I might even be able to do that from like the map. No, I didn't. You were. Oh, I guess you're just 100 now. Okay. Or maybe I didn't scale you down yet. I don't know. We'll put you in place first. Once again. Hold on, actually. Go set aside Wanda here, see if you're. No, you do need to come down. Okay. Is it 75? 80 seems right for Cosmo. And hopefully that keeps his hand from... Yes! Well, we'll see whenever he sort of gets settled in. You know what? It's dicey, but it's off the ground. Which is good enough for me. I mean, also the real danger is the wand. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, just out of curiosity. Oh, no, I didn't delete anything. Scenery, Frontier Workshop. This is handy actually that you can just go and search it straight from the... Okay, right. Search. Links to the past. None of these are them. Okay, hold on. What if I just search for Hey Arnold? Once again, none of these are... Oh, no, there they are. And he has the one I need. Super. And a pig. I don't remember a pig. No, I do. I remember a pig. So there we go. So that gets us Helga. Some of the side characters, I suppose we could have literally on the side, sort of cheering. There's an idea. Okay. So now, if I go to here and look for Arnold. Oh, but once again, the issue was, how do I get rid of Gerald? How does that work? Like, how do I take Gerald off of his cart? Okay, hold on. That might have worked. That was probably the way to do it. But I think whenever he was in the chat before, he said it basically if you search for whatever it is you're looking for, his stuff will come up, which it did, so they're part of their stuff. I don't actually know if they're... what was I looking for? Oh yeah, Planet Coaster 2. To remove scenery from ride. Because I couldn't do it by undoing, because that would get rid of like half a dozen other ones first. Okay. Don't know. Nothing was really coming up there. I think that was too odd a question for it. Let's see. There should be something in here for scenery. Is that what I need? No. Okay. What about this? Bop. No, so I can't do it that way. Maybe if we edit track? No. Maybe. No, that's just for track. Okay, what about construction mode? Gerald, I need you to not be in this go-kart. Gerald might just get to stay in the go-kart. I can't figure out how to get rid of him. Attach scenery, maybe? Like if I... Aha! I've done it. So now I just need to do the multi-select. Is that all of you? Let's see. Were you 106 pieces? Spectacular. Okay, so Helga can go in there. Helga. Once again, we need to just remove these bits. Your feet, as they are sometimes known. And also legs. And luckily you have a very long torso, so your arms will definitely not be touching the floor. Bop. Blueprint. New creation. Helga cart. I'll say that is actually like a really seamless way of getting to and out from the workshop. Mothman's World of Adventures, indeed. Boom, and scenery. So like I say, a lot of the unused characters we can stick around it, sort of cheering on and stuff. So we now need, well, one, we need to be in blueprints. Two, we need Helga. And over you come. So you get to be in this cart. I'm not going to remember what the real monsters are called. I'm slightly annoyed at myself for not remembering what they're called. Because I do remember being very into real monsters as a child. You could probably actually... I think the big group ones maybe scale differently to the individual. I'm now realizing. Okay, so can't go past... I think 40 is sort of your limit. Also, I think Arnold went down to a 40, so that makes sense. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, that's kind of spot on. Yeah. Like, sure, some of them you can't see the seat at all. Okay, let me see. Let's take a look at them. So, I'm assuming these three are those. I'm going to say little red guy is Ickis. Black and white with the lips is Oblina. And hand eyes is Crumb. That's more vibes based than any sort of attempt at remembering. Yes, yes, and yes. Fantastic. Super. Crumb maybe was somewhere in the back of my mind, but definitely that was just vibes based. It wasn't me remembering them. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, figuring out who's next. So yeah, so we have... So yeah, so two real monsters. And then... I mean, Phil and Lil would be funnier, the twins. But I feel like if you're going for Rugrats, it kind of has to be Tommy and Angelica. Because again, we can put Phil and Lil. I mean, we could have Phil and Lil, like, holding flags, like checkered flags. That's kind of fun. So yeah. So we'll do the real monsters first. So this was Oblina, yes. Now you're a bit trickier because, I mean, I can get rid of your legs, and I feel like I probably will. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, let's get rid of your legs. We'll move you forward first, just because it's a bit easier to. Like, I'm not really a Rock Was Modern Life guy, but again, they'll go in the background and stuff. Same with Ren and Stimpy. I was never a big Ren and Stimpy guy anyway. But yeah, all these other characters, whatever's was in these bits, we'll dot them around. We'll maybe build. Oh, that would be fun. Build like a big, like race circuit grandstand, and have them all on it. The Angry Beavers. I think one of them is Norm. Possibly. I was a big Angry Beavers guy as well, actually. I like them. There's something telling me that the yellow one might have been Norm. I can't remember what the other one was called. And I also might be wrong about that one being called Norm. But Norm sounds right. It's a good show. I don't know, so legs. Go on. Confirm. Delete. Blueprint. And that is Oblina Cart. Norbert and Daggett. Is Norbert the yellow one? Or was I wrong? Yes, so okay, so the one I thought was Norm was Norbert. And you are okay. I'm slightly impressed with that. Like, again, big fan of it as a child, but I did not, like, regularly think about the Angry Beavers anymore. So, hooray for me for, like, Norm's not a million miles away from Norbert. I also remember which beaver that was. So, over you come. Oblina. Attached to this go-kart. We then rotate you. Why are you red? Is it because you're in the ground? Why are you being awkward? Or is it like that I've, oh, please tell me I haven't had like a limit. Because that's going to be very annoying if I've had like a limit. Bring you down to about 50. I'm just going to par through and hopefully I'll just place. You are slightly too long for this. Let's see, do I want you forward or back? Let's go back. Yeah, that works. Yes, you are. What do you mean not attached to ride? Alright, well, let's try that again. Oblina, blueprint. Blueprint, please. Attached to go-kart 10. Oh, no, you're right. Okay, I don't know what happened to Oblina that last time. You just took a turn. Well, 50, I think. And then bring you down. You need to sort of turn a wee bit there. And come back just a wee bit so we can see the steering wheel. Actually, no, it doesn't matter about the steering wheel. Oh, you know what I haven't been taking into account? Morris, hello. Is the little barrier there. I think everyone but Oblina is going to be okay with that. How small can we make Oblina? You actually get quite small before you start messing up. Let's do 30. Like, it's not the end of the world, but or maybe it is, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Because you might still be too tall for it. I don't know if I can change that. Hopefully I can. Like, can I make you taller? I don't know if I can. That's a problem. It's not really a problem, I don't really care. Again, this isn't a practical park. This is a just me doing shit park. So then we want Crumb? Crumb. Do you want Crumb? Yeah, I prefer Crumb. He's the one I immediately think of when I think of our real monsters. Oh, cool. What's on the 19th? Okay, good. So you are all in one piece. I need your toes. Oh yes, the movie stuff. Yeah, that does look good. I'm a bit behind on the DLC. I don't have like the parades or anything yet. Let's see, what does that get rid of? I probably also want this. Let's see what that is. Ah, perfect. Except, we have some. Actually, he kind of looks unpleasant without. I'll keep the sort of nubbin of the leg. We'll get. No, not that one. Oh, shit. Damn it. Crumb. Yeah, no, the movie DLC looks awesome. Get over here. Right, let's try this again. Edit scenery group. And then deselect. Hopefully that is just what I need. Not quite. Yeah, this game gets a lot of DLC. There's I can't even remember how many parts is out. Oh, thanks for the follow. Ah, the bear worked. Hooray. Sometimes the bear doesn't appear. Yeah, I'll just do these individual pieces now. Yeah, I think if I keep the top part of the legs, he'll be fine. I have to have a look because I haven't, as I say, I haven't bought any of the DLC. I think I have the sorcery pack or whatever that one was called, but that's been it because I had stuff in mind for this park that I needed. But I do want to do a parade at some point, so I might have to have a look at that. Oh, probably my phone's died, so okay, that's fine. Right, so now that should be you. You blueprint you, and you were Crumb, so you're Crumb cart. Also, hold on, I'm lost in the conversation now. Hold on, I'm having trouble parsing what's happening now. Crumb. I'll just call you Crumb, and you can just K. The gimmick has ended. Save blueprint. Right. So then, nope. Blueprints and Crumb. So part of this is go kart number 10. So part of the text didn't, or the chat didn't show up for me. Oh, I did. I missed a whole bit. Okay. Okay, I was super confused there. What's happening? Oh, okay. Crumb. Welcome aboard this Nickelodeon cart. rotate that way. You need to come down a fair bit. 50 might be alright for you. Oh yeah, this is Mothman's World of Adventure is the name of this park. It's run by Mothman. He somehow has a licensing deal. It's Macabre is a immersive haunted dark ride located at the Efteling in the Netherlands. Ah. Cool. I know a wee bit more. 40. Damn, I am learning things at 1:15 in the morning. Wonders never cease. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that fits just right there. Right, so 2 more. Who was I going to use? Oh, the Rugrats. Yes, of course. So, come on out, Tommy. Just for ease of deletion. Edit scenery group. I think we've got your legs. It's hard to tell because they're very pale. Let me also just get rid of this bit. Let's see what that does for us. Nope. I want this bit. Nope. So I want the bit underneath that because that's going to look weird without the legs. Ah, clever, yeah. So that's sort of what these Nickelodeon parts are from Links to the Past. These aren't parts I've made. At some point I'll finish what I'm doing here and show you the parts that are me. I'm currently trying to deal with Tommy Pickles' legs here so he fits in his go-kart. Ah, there we go. Get rid of that toe. And that bit of leg. Oh no, because once again I've got rid of the bit I need to keep. I'll just do this myself. Confirm. Delete. Okay. Now can I get rid of this without getting rid of that top part? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'd be happy enough to have a look at it. Like, I'm not, weirdly, considering I'm doing this, I'm not like a massive theme park guy, but I'd be interested to see it. Right, so that's Tommy Pickles ready. And you are now Tommy Cart. Nope. Oh, control turned off. But like dark rides and stuff I'm kind of interested in, more than like roller coasters and such. I think those look cool. Tommy Cart. And that is TK. Scenery. Apply. Save blueprint. Scenery. Tommy. Tommy. Create custom. Nope. I need blueprints. Tommy. Spin you round. Fantastic. I mean, a good dark ride would be a nice addition for this. Like, I've only just got to the part where I'm doing rides and stuff. I'll show you it once I'm done. Just going to do this part of my insane go-kart track, and then I'll show you the rest of the park. So I've been at this for months now, I think. And also Tommy looks like he's actually driving the car, so that's neat. You can come, actually you could probably be a wee bit smaller. I think the standard 50 for you. Yeah, that's like, again, almost as if it was designed for it. Back a wee bit. Yeah, there we go. Tommy Cart. Oh, actually, wait. Ah, no, his eyes have gone fucked up. Okay, I need to keep an eye on that. That's my bad. Oh yeah, no, like there's a whole lot of stuff I need to show. I'll get Tommy seated, and then I will do a wee quick park tour, and I'll come back and finish it for Angelica. So what's Gale before your eyes stop working? Honestly, it's kind of there, like it's already starting. Yeah, because even at 50, they are just, that's Funko Pop Tommy. So if we go back to 70, I can make that work, I think. Yeah, I can live with that. Boom. Okay. Yeah, so before I finish that off, I'll show you the park here, which starts... Actually, I'll do the old first person camera. Let me find a person. I think they have to be within the entrance. So, dynamic motion stage. Ooh. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, so like the cabin's moving, but also the stage. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yes. That, like, independently. Yeah, so this is Mothman's World of Adventure. Actually, let me change the daylight. This is a midnight park. This is a park for nighttime. So yeah, you get off your bus, and boom, Mothman's World of Adventure. There's also a spider. You come through this sort of thin veil of smoke into just an entrance cave. There's a dragon. There's crying Mothman. More dragons, tentacles, lots of spooky lights. We'll wait here for a second because I like this. And eventually, there should be, unless I've accidentally got rid of the mechanism. Nope, there he is. Fire-breathing dragon. It was originally called Garaflan, but that was just a placeholder. Oh, so it's like a bunch of... It's not like say like a normal like motion simulator. It's just the main sort of cabin moves. It's like different moving parts at different times and stuff. That's neat. So you come through here, try to avoid getting killed by that. There's a big burning skull on the rock wall. Through the forest, that's just the staff area, so it's all haunted looking to keep people off. Did I put a Mothman in the staff forest? I can't remember if I did or not. Yeah, no, it's sounding cool. Like, I would love to see it actually. I'll have to have a look for that. I'll check the name. Just like my phone's dead, so I can't sort of look at stuff that's off stream at the moment. But yeah, there's a Mothman in the staff forest. You come through and into sort of the first area, I guess, of the park, which is just the little town square market sort of area. It's just all your shops, etc., and picnic tables. Of course, your bread and cheeseman. Little cart, toilets, and a little flower cart as well. Just a nice little opening area. No, it sounds amazing. Like I say, I'll have to have a look at it. It might be something, because I'm not great at building the rides myself, so I might have a wee look and see what park or what people have on the old Frontier store. I'm just going to make my a wee bit darker, I think. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, so just have this random tower here. I just feel like I needed something in the corner, so that's what's there. Then you come across the Rainbow Bridge, which was as close as I could get at the time. I might change this yet to the first proper attraction, which is a restaurant called Valhalla, which is just a big dining hall with forges and dragons and stuff. Really like the atmosphere of this place. I think it turned out really well. And then this was a addition made just today, a little path that goes round the outside of Valhalla, so you can see the Viking ships a bit better, see the dragons. A lot of dragons. Before Mothman sort of took over the park, it was dragons. I'm very bright again. Hold on. I know what this is. Let me fix. Oh, that's not too dark. That's just about right. Yeah, so you come around here, you get a better look at the lake, and we'll wait for it to start from start. We have our own Loch Ness Monster that is not an eel and some rings. Half rings. Lovely. Come around here. Sleeping dragon with some treasure. Mothman. There's another fire-breathing dragon. Let's wait for it to breathe. Breathe. Maybe had your timings off a bit. There he is. Breathes fire. More boats. There's a dragon over there. Lovely. So that's the Valhalla restaurant. So then you look back round. Maybe put some benches along here or something. Let people sit. Oh, nice. Sounds like you really know your theme park stuff. Very much a casual observer. Then you come through more forest. As I say, there's a Mothman somewhere. It might actually be easier to see him at night because he's got glowing red eyes. There's Mothman in here somewhere. Not sure. Missed him. Oh, nice as well. Okay. And yeah, so then the regular forest turns into sort of tropical junglish type thing. And we come along to our sort of next major area, which is the pirate area, because of course there's pirates, they're hanging out, they're shooting barrels, the barrels explode. Boom. And our first proper ride, which is Kraken Attack, which is just your typical swinging pirate ship. And you go through the long, windy entrance path, through the trail of destruction left in the wake of the Kraken. We can just sort of cut through it. And boom. So yeah, standard swingy pirate ride. The real draw here is that. That took a while to synchronize the water effects. Tentacles of plenty, burning pirate ship, all that good stuff. Straight entrance path, or exit path even. Just more destruction and carnage, stuff on fire, pirates continuing to do their jobs, I guess. And after that, we have our second technically restaurant, but in my head it's just a bar, which is the Sunken Wreck. Which, again, I'm not 100% in love with the vibe of. I don't know what I need to do with it. I think maybe I need to darken it. But, you know, you've got your pirate band, you've got this, which also took some setting up, where just a pirate pops up, his friend's looking for him. So yeah, it's maybe a bit too big. Might be the issue. Not sure. Also, did I give it a chimney? I did, I gave it a chimney, which doesn't technically make sense from the inside, but it's cool. So then you come under this big archway, where you'll immediately see a sign welcoming you to the pools, but we're going to leave the pools last, because the pools is kind of the, to date, the best area. And you get welcomed by a shark. But not before Mothman surprises you. Just because. But first you take a right here, through the jungle, you hear the jungly noises. There's another shark, this one's got fire coming out of its eyes, because I just went a little overboard with this side. The pull zone is just a death trap, as is metal confetti. Into the arcade, where there's another Mothman, and just lasers and spaceships and aliens and stuff. So wait for the door to open. Big time lasers, and you're in the arcade, which is just so much sensory overload. But it's what my head imagines an arcade is. Screens, darkness, red and blue lights, fog for some reason. Oh yeah, like all the Mothman stuff, the Loch Ness Monster, and probably some other stuff I'm forgetting is down to you. The arcade was before you came though, so this is like entirely my fault. Little sort of main central bank of arcades guarded by robots. This was there was a long time on this. The sharks crying and shooting fire out of their eyes. Yeah, that was you. Oh, I had free confetti cannons up here. Madness. So anyway, that's the arcade, which I think at one point I'd intended to keep on the pirate theme, hence arcade, but that immediately died. And yeah, the confetti's lead. There's also occasionally people just swimming through the air. I'm not sure how or why, but that just happens. Possibly due to my slides. You'll see in a moment. So yeah, this shark welcomes you to the pools. He is crying for some reason. And you've got your toilets and body dryers on this end. These doors are all synchronized. Not actually, I think it was just the way I placed them down. Are they synchronized? They are. Fantastic. Little banks of vending machines and seats. It's all lovely and lit. And we'll go around to this end because I think this is the natural starting point for the pools, which are also enshrouded in mist. I maybe went a bit overboard with the mist, I'll admit. So yeah, this is your typical, this is the waiting pool. Or the shallow, the next one's waiting. Got loungers, lifeguards, all that good stuff. And then you come around here into the waiting pool. There's another Mothman. I think at one point I was going to give him a sign saying don't run. It starts to get a bit crazy from here on out. That's just another way onto the main sort of promenade. Just decided to use a big fancy word. Stairs we'll get to in a moment. Let's show the pools first. Oh, I didn't notice that makes the tree looks blue. Nice. Yep, just more loungers stuff. That is a slide, but we're not on the slides yet. You come out of the waiting pool. This, I don't know at what point it turns into swimming. I think it's at the end. This becomes the swimming pool, which does have our first bank of slides, but they're just sort of basic standard slides. Some of them are admittedly a bit high off the ground. That's just some body dryers. I think I need more bins. People are filthy in this park. And yeah, I'll go around the other way actually, 'cause there's some good stuff on the other side. So probably actually after this, I'll let this unfortunate person go back to their day, because it'll be easier to show off the slides from a aerial view. So yeah, like that one's maybe a bit high, I'll admit. But I think people do use them still. Just a sleeping dragon. Why not? Oh, I need to get rid of that tree. Hadn't noticed that before. Oh, I'll demonstrate some of the slides in a moment. Like these ones you can sort of figure it out, they just sort of drop off. But the real money's in the slides in the diving depth pool. And these little offshoots are just the paths to get up to them. But I really like the vibe of this place with the underlighting, the jungly noises, the fog stuff. Like it's nice. It's got a real resorty sort of vibe, but like a resort on like an alien planet. That's just a quick way to the very last pool. Just goes overhead. There's also a swim up bar in the middle of there. It doesn't work because there's no actual path to it. So it's just there for my own amusement. But I like it. I'll go over to it. Why not? And yeah, I might have went overboard with the wave machines. Possibly. So yeah, this doesn't actually function. It's open, but people can't use it because there's no path off of here, but I didn't want to have a path because it was meant to be a swim up bar. But people sit at these, so I'm happy enough. Again, not making a functioning Planet Coaster park, it's just for me. I think there's also a Kraken over there. I think I saw the water shooting off. I definitely placed one around here somewhere. I don't know. He's somewhere. I mean, people are using the bins. They're just not always. Also, I think that's from an earlier design of an earlier pool. It's just stuck around, but it's fine. Or I didn't properly align it to the wall. Entirely possible. So yeah, so then you come around here into the next bit of Lazy River that leads into the diving depth pool before you pass the Mothmobile and everyone's favourite Mothman. This bit is extremely popular. Also, someone destroyed a bin because this is where all the slides, like the big slides, lead off to. So yeah, we'll show you those in a bit. So I'll save the horror for last because this is like actually like a genuinely nice little bit. It's just a little infinity pool. Just gives you a view off into the distance. Again, it's all nice and misty. It's all very cool lighting. It's got its own dedicated changing rooms and toilets and information. Like, that's nice. Okay, so final bit of the walking tour, and then I'll have to remember that whenever I leave this person, it puts me back where I found them. Oh, there's also this. Just lives here. But there was the stairway. Also, you can see, like, already some of this is chaos. So you make your way through these crowds. That's just another queue path. Again, bins. I'm not hiring enough security, I guess. Oh, I fell in. Oh, I'm fine. That's also queue path. Seriously, who is destroying my bins? You heathens. So you come through here. I think it's down. Yeah, it's down this way. Those are just the body dryers. Just everything's in little huts. Sound effects might be a bit much as well. There's two pirates having a gunfight. Yes. Just, you know, you get caught in the crossfire. Which brings us to these stairs. So you go up the steps, all nice and well lit. There's a tentacle. And you come up to the worst of the slides. And I'm assuming these are the ones that were granted classic status. There's a Mothman kind of warning you not to do them. But there we go. So that's the park in a nutshell. Let me go to the cave. And let's go to the slides, which are over here. But the park's massive. Let's see, are people using this one? People are. Good. So, ride view. Haven't done this for a bit. Where's my drink? We'll wait for this to go. Any second now. Whenever you're ready. Because I don't want to close it and redo the test. I think we're waiting on people to hop on board. Hold on, I might be able to... Actually, can I change this while it's open? I don't know if I can. No, I don't think I can. Alright, we'll maybe come back another time and do the... But basically, you come down this, you swoop about here, and then it lets you off here. I don't know how high it is off the ground, but it's probably too high. We also have a serious problem with pickpocketing, which I find fascinating. And then, yeah, this one also is just like a... I think people have stopped using this one. I think a big part of the problem probably is that it's, you know, this to get to them. Cult's obviously interfering with us as well. Yeah, you just go down and boom. Like, I don't know, I keep occasionally getting a report that someone is hitting a hard object, and I can't figure out which slide is doing it, because none of them intersect. Unless they're hitting the bottom of the pool, which is entirely possible. Could be that. Oh wait, did I just see someone go flying? Oh, it might be you. Hold on. Let me see. No, but I think the one before it went a bit faster. Let's see. No. No, if you look at it from this angle, it's absolutely not hitting. Unless they're hitting other guests? Possibly. But I can't figure out which one it was. But I was getting that notification a couple of times. Because you're definitely not... I think at one point you were, but the slide that you were hitting is no longer here. But yeah, people love this bit. So, you know, despite all the safety concerns, it's a hit. So yeah, so there we go. That, for now, is Mothman's World of Adventure. And this is just a little staff area. Which is, like, insanely well lit. Maybe overlit. I like the air. I don't know what it is. I like the aerial view of the pool area. There's something about it. Like up here where you can't quite see the heights of the slides, it nearly looks like an actual like water park. Also just for how almost evenly spaced out the streetlights are. Like, yeah. Also, I like this. Like, it's a simple little thing, but I like my little boardwalk. Ignore the fact that all the trees are somehow underlit by fire. That's just part of the madness. So yeah. Okay, so I will put down my last Nickelodeon character on the cart, which is to be Angelica Pickles. And then we'll give it a test run. see how it all looks. And I think at nearly 5 or over 5.5 hours, I think that'll be a good point to end on. So once again, Angelica, we just need to get rid of your legs. Without getting rid of the purple dress. Did we get that other bit? There we go. Confirm. Perfect. Right. Blueprint. Oh, you'll never forget the mass limb severing for the sake of a go-kart ride. Angelica cart. And you are AK 47. Scenery. Boom, boom. And then scenery. Angelica. I'm glad I figured this out because this was like my big idea. Basically as soon as Links to the Past showed up and said that they had all of these, I was like, yes. Well, I was going to use them some way, and then I think yesterday or earlier today I was like, oh, that's the idea. Because I think in my head I just remembered Nicktoons Racing was a thing. So you probably have the same problem with the eyes as Tommy, so 70 seems to be about your limit. The dress is a bit of a problem. I might need to get rid of it. Yeah, let's get rid of it. So, pop. Oh, actually, I could just do multiple. Like, it's kind of a defining part of Angelica Pickles, but it's too much for this. There we go, that's better. Right, and then blueprint. So, I'll just see if this one's Angelica. And since the one's AK-47, you can just be AK. And scenery, boom. Blueprint, boom. And that's the one. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll put a big grandstand for the other characters somewhere. Probably here. Sort of the biggest straight. And then we'll maybe figure out some other scenering and stuff next time. But also the grandstand will be next time. Okay, why can't you attach to this go-kart, though? I need you to attach to this go-kart, Angelica. Oh, you have it for a second there, I think. No? I'm going to assume that this is the go-kart you're attaching to. I don't know why it started off. I wonder if that changes how the scaling. Well, it might actually, because your eyes aren't. Oh no, they are slightly. I don't think it matters, to be honest. We need to rotate you a little bit. Yeah. Right. So there we go. So there's our racers. We have SpongeBob, we have Sandy Cheeks, we have Arnold, we have Helga, we have Nigel Thornberry, we have Eliza Thornberry, we have Cosmo, we have Wanda, we have Crumb, we have Oblina, we have Tommy, and we have Angelica. So, next thing to be done is to test the ride. I want to see who hits their head. Oh, Two of them didn't work. No, also Cosmo and Wanda didn't work. Half of them didn't work for some reason. Why did you guys not work? I like how SpongeBob's just sitting there like, well, that's fascinating. I mean, it looks great, the ones that did work. You have to admit. Huh. So that's annoying. Close. Okay. How did I edit this again? I might just need to... Okay, hold on. So wait, who didn't work? SpongeBob, Sandy... Alright, hold on, because I might just need to delete and replace the ones that didn't work. Test. SpongeBob, Sandy, Cosmo and Wanda, and Crumb. Okay. SpongeBob, Sandy, Cosmo, Wanda, Crumb. Okay. Super. Right, so... if I... Is it you? Edit scenery group. I think you're not actually attached for some reason. Let's see, if I move you... Aha! Attached to go cart 10. Let's see. I'll do these one at a time. SpongeBob is now fixed. Okay, and I don't have to delete anything. Thank you. Sandy. Okay, you're not giving me the cart option. Why did SpongeBob give me the cart option? No, not advanced move. Regular move. Sandy? I might need to just get rid of Sandy. Okay, let's just get rid of Sandy. What skill were you at, just so I remember? You were apparently 100. That doesn't help me because that's definitely not correct. I think it was like 50. Oh, shit. Don't do that. Yeah, why did SpongeBob work? What did I do to SpongeBob? I don't know. Alright, we'll just get rid of you. Scenery, Sandy. Nope, blueprints please. Sandy cart. Attach to cart. Rotate to cart. Oh, scale. 60 seems to be fine. There we go. Right. Once again, test. Sandy is fixed. Okay. Just these two, and then Mr. Chrome. Okay, close. Wish I knew what I did to get SpongeBob to work without having to replace him. That's annoying me now. So weird. Don't know. Let's see, can I figure it out? Probably not. Alright, we'll just delete him. And that is Cosmo. At least I don't have to redo the whole leg bit. It's just the parts and the shrinking. Which for you, I think wasn't that much. Yeah. See, once again, I'm not seeing the... Oh wait, no, I didn't do that. I think that's what I did. 75, thank you. Oh, so I was close with the 80. Glad somebody's paying attention. Yes, because his hand was like just hovering off the ground. Boom. Alright, so I trust that has worked, so I'll just go straight on to Wanda. Seriously, how did I get SpongeBob to just auto fix? I don't know. Anyway. Oh shit. Okay, everybody's still there. I'm just going to test just to make sure. Okay, yeah, so it's just Crumb. Oh no, I need to close. Unless, of course, this one is just Slenderman. Alright, so Wanda. Blueprints. Wanda. 75. Rotate. And then we need to do this. I think what I was doing was for some of them I was going straight to the advanced move and that doesn't attach them. So if I see the little car outline, I know I'm good. I need to rotate a wee bit more. Like so. It's just this gets you the precise movement that you kind of need. There we go. I think that's spot on. Which just leaves Crumb. Let's see if you can find the cart now. Right, and then Crumb. And you came down quite a bit from what I remember. Attach to go cart. Or maybe it was just 50. Might be more than that actually. Yeah, it might be more than 50. There you go. 40 seems to be good. Need to come down a wee bit though. Yeah, and back. There we go. Let's see. Maybe a wee bit more that way. There we go. Let's Crumb. Okay, so let's see. Test. Okay. I want to make sure everybody gets under as well. You know what? It's fine. Okay, what I want to do actually is let's close. Let's... Oh, this is the problem. Okay, actually it works from you. On the back, I just want to see what these all look like going together. Like, they don't clip it too badly. I think that's survivable. Maybe going straight into a chicane isn't a great idea. But I am so pleased with how this has turned out. This is ridiculous. Oh, I am glad I followed through on this. And once again, I have to thank Links to the Past, and hopefully they don't mind me doing this to their work. Like, yeah, I need to sort of. It's a fever dream, isn't it? Need to figure out what we're doing for like the scenery and stuff. I do want to build a grandstand just with all the other characters, and then I'll figure out what else goes around it. But that is mental. So yeah, so some of them it doesn't work in first person because they're obscuring the view. But that is just magic. That is a great way to start our actual theme park part of the theme park. So I might put Phil and Lil DeVille from Rugrats at the start line with like checkered flags each. I think that could be funny. And then everyone else will be up in the grandstand. So I might go and check for next time what other Nickelodeon stuff he has if I've missed anything. Just to fill it out. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. How does it look at night? So yeah, we'll need to do some lighting and stuff, but it's pretty well lit actually. Actually, the characters look great at night. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. This has turned out wonderful. I mean, if I can get a good... Though also I have done something different with my thumbnails. I haven't got to use it yet because this will be the first one to actually get a thumbnail that involves Mothman. Also, I like having the consistent. I say this as I've brought a change to the thumbnail, but because also Mothman's my thing. Like, this is delightful, but it's someone else's thing. I don't want to put like someone else's stuff on my thumbnail. Again, I'll have the sort of credit in the what's the word I'm looking for? The about section, I guess. So yeah, we'll keep it. I'll keep. It's an adjustment to my current thumbnail, but it now includes Mothman. The description. That's the word. Can you tell it's nearly 2 a.m? So yeah, I think with that. I mean, if you were to do, okay, here's how I would do the thumbnail. If I was going to. One actually, that line looks good. Okay, so. Here's what I would do. Close, test, and it would be like here. Like that would be it. Basically. Or that, actually it would be that. I might do that. Oh Christ, I'm getting run over. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to use this, as I say, but I do want to keep a screenshot of that because that's delightful. Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh, it's wonderful. I'm so happy with that. I don't care that they clip through this. I don't think there's a way I can get rid of that to like make like a custom thing. Unfortunately. Yeah, so like Phil and Lil DeVille, like literally here. I think the grandstand is going to go here because that's sort of the longest straight because this needs to be cleared for paths. Maybe along the chicane, but again, also you kind of want guests. It is, indeed. I mean, from time of completion, I guess. Less than a minute old. Stevie Wonder. This is what Stevie Wonder was singing about. I don't know why he referred to a Nickelodeon-themed kart racing circuit as she, but each to their own. It's just chaotic. I might go a bit mental with it and do some just random explosions, but like I could watch that forever. Or maybe, oh, see, could do sort of grandstand here, maybe, or here. Here would kind of make sense. Cheer them on as they go. That's a thought, because that also gives you quite a bit of space to work with. Oh, that reminds me. I'll just get rid of all of these for now. I'll bring them back next week when I need them. And yeah, they have a Nickelodeon logo, so I'm gonna put like a sign for like Nickelodeon Racer or something. Not a bad idea. Did that get rid of everything? It didn't quite. It didn't even get rid of all the characters. What the hell? Oh, I know it. Hold on. On. Give me all of you. There we go. Okay. Not a bad idea. I probably should be trying to do more stuff like that. Like if I was, I mean, actually the cards weirdly, a lot of the time do kind of line up with the color schemes of the characters. All right, hold on. Close. Where do I do that? Where do I do cart colors? Okay, so actually that's interesting because there's only, let me see, like what does this do? What did that do? Oh, I see, they're in groups. That makes sense. Yeah, clip channel's probably the way to go. I'm going to leave them because, yeah, I think they're done in batches. So, like, all the ones that are currently red go red together. So, like, I could maybe theme them to one character, but they wouldn't theme to them all. Again, I could maybe, if I was desperate to do it, I could sort of match them up. So, like, whoever these two are makes sense, but I'll leave it as is, it's fine. Some of them do kind of work. Like, that's almost perfect for Angelica. And, you know, the lips sort of makes that one work. That one kind of works. That one sort of works for you. You know what? No, it's fine. It's a nice idea. If it would let me do each cart individually, absolutely. But, alas, it doesn't. And that's okay. So yeah, like maybe have like flames shooting off and stuff. Lots to think about, but we have begun our expansion into this final area of the park, which is quite large actually, considering how long some of these areas took. Like this is probably maybe about the same size, and this was a while. And this is also technically 3 areas: pirate, arcade, pool. So I think originally in my head it was going to be like 3 areas, like restaurant, pool, actual theme park. Instead it has become cave, restaurant, little market square, pirate, arcade, pools, and then main ride. Have we derailed? I mean, mentally, yes, we've long since gone off the rails. And then also, technically, this is like an area, but it's literally just some staff buildings. Just because I needed them. It's like my one concession to like the demands of the game. So yeah. Let's return it to its natural state though. This place doesn't look right at 1 PM. It's a midnight park. It's designed for night. I mean, also I feel like it sometimes gets lost in the shuffle. We have an actual like flying spaceship just in the place. But yes, as it has now reached 2 AM, I think it is time once again for us to temporarily bid. Oh, that looks great with the little ring of lights around it. Jeez, I keep noticing things. I actually really like that. I'm pleased with that. I might do some benches along here, but like on this side, so you're looking out onto the lake and the Loch Ness Monster. Because the Loch Ness Monster doesn't work in the daylight at all because you can see through the water. Like, you can definitely see the spotlights, but I don't... It's fine. Don't know what I could put on the Viking ship, but I kind of want to put something on the Viking ships. I think I did put some, yeah, like lights and stuff. Also, these might be... I think those are. I'm pretty sure those are workshop downloads. I should check who that was. Yeah. Actually, how do I do weather? Oh, there it is. Just out of curiosity. How does this place look in heavy rain? Oh, how does it look in snow? Oh. I mean, like... See, ideally, I'd be able to do weather, like, per area. Because, like, this, obviously... perfect for snow. Less so over here. Actually, scratch that. It's fantastic. Doesn't make a lick of sense, but it's fantastic. Wait, does the snow settle? Snow settles on... Oh, that's amazing. The snow settles on things. That's actually really cool. That's won me over. I kind of like it in snow. Give me the... Not you. Give me the rain again. Oh, thunderstorms. So how quickly does the snow... Oh, the snow just disappears in an instant. Like, that's also kind of cool. Yeah, the snow, like, that impressed me. I wasn't sure how it would react to, like, scenery and stuff, but that's amazing. I mean, this in the thunder... Like, again, if you could somehow set certain areas to be weather, like, this would be thunderstorm. This would obviously just be clear. Probably the whole pirate area is fine for... And this could be fine. And then everything from here would be snow. But I think that's a bit much to ask for, like, biomes. Okay, good to know. Give me that midnight clear. It now looks way too bright. I could do that. I would have to remember to do it every time, but yeah. Because, like, obviously this doesn't really work as a snowy area. It looks cool seeing all the stuff covered in snow, but yeah. And this would be perfect for thunderstorm. And then this looked fantastic in the snow. I'm just going to leave you on test, actually, until we come back, because I think it's fun watching you go around. Okay. Lots to do. So we'll finish theming and scenerying this up. And then we'll figure out what to do with the rest of this area. But yeah, like, I would say, what's that, like, maybe half the park is this. And yeah. Also, I'm going to leave us here. I think this is where we're going to start next time, is just overlooking this. The wonderful sign for Mothman's World of Adventure. I was kind of if I can find like a graffiti type font, I want to put an S in front of adventure so it says Sadventure, because I feel like that's something someone would do to Mothman, like the cult or something. But I'll have a look for that next time. But yeah, I think that is where we are going to leave it for. Oh, computer and controller just. I had that idea when I first thought of doing the sign. I just forgot to follow up on it, so I might try and find one. That's true. Exactly, the cult run the theme park, so they're using it to mess with Mothman, I guess. Save the park. Okay. So yeah, we'll start literally looking out onto this next time. So get the music for the end screen. Or it was just, you know, vandals. Like, clearly we have an issue with vandalism, like all the overturned bins, the pickpocketing, you know, crime's running rampant. Because Mothman is many things, but a superhero, I guess he isn't. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that somebody spray painted a little S, so it reads Sadventure. which is probably what Mothman's experience is actually. Seems like a tragic figure. But there we go. So that'll do it for tonight, technically this morning, and this week. Come on, controller. Like, hold on for like a minute while I close out the stream, for goodness sake. Yeah, I've just loaded the game again, haven't I? Of course I did. That's fine. I'll just quiet out again because I need that. I need that music. The music's good for ending. Oh, goodness me. Generally, had not planned to go for 6 hours. I only thought of doing Planet Coaster 2 a couple of hours in, like an hour into, like basically when I mentioned it on the Conan Exiles part of the stream, because it was going well. I was like, fuck, I'll chance it and see what happens. And even then, I was like, I'll maybe go for an hour, just to sort of recap some of the stuff that happened in the stream that never was. But here we are. Some, I think actually the Planet Coaster part of this was longer than the Conan part. I'll find out because I'll need to split it in 2 for the VODs. So that'll let me know that. But yeah, there we go. More Adrian Torture on... hold on. Let me think. It'll not be Monday. I think it'll be Tuesday. Let me see. Too early in the morning, late at night to be thinking of this, but I think it's Tuesday. I think, off the top of my head, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So, yes, Adrian Torture Monday. Stardew... Not Monday, sorry, Tuesday. Adrian Torture Tuesday. Stardew Wednesday. Conan Friday. Planet Coaster Sunday. Yes. Adrian Torture Tuesday. Boom. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, there is a thing on Twitch to put a schedule there. I always just do it on the socials, but we don't, but apparently it's all going to work out in the end, so hopefully anyway. But yeah, and yeah, look at this suicide note. Something rhymes with note. More of that. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I will catch you next time. Cheers and goodbye.